to be able to regenerate and self-heal. I just love sharing what we've learned and watching people come in and being so terrified of the diagnosis that they've been given, and when their bodies start to respond and that starts to reverse, the happiness and relief they feel, it's everything. So my name is Heather Hineker. I am the founder and CEO of Ascent Adaptation and Regeneration Center here in Costa Mesa. I actually found the business about 15 years ago based on my own personal need. I was diagnosed with a progressive degenerative autoimmune disease called rheumatoid arthritis, and Western medicine actually wanted to put me on low-dose chemotherapy to treat it. I was in my mid-30s and something inside me screamed, don't go down that route. And so in my gut, I knew that. I just needed to find out what that meant. I went down the deep dive, nothing was working, and then when I found the first couple of technologies, one specifically the CVAC pod, my RA actually started to dissipate significantly in regards to inflammation, and it just opened my eyes to this whole world. And today we have one of the most successful centers that focuses on different technologies that all work at the cellular level, each within different systems of the body, but definitely at the cellular level. So that's kind of what we're all about. Being in business for 15 years, we've really established, I would say, a reputation. I take a long time before I bring technologies into the center. I want to make sure the efficacy is there, the studies are there, and because we actually have such a proven track rate, I have been starting to get involved in the research on things. InBody has been playing a huge role in that in regards to what we can quantify, because I'm not a doctor. So by looking at the cellular level, using bioelectroimpedance to do that. We had been in business for about 5 years, and I really wasn't doing anything to quantify for our clients. Of course, our clients were feeling better, some of their diagnoses were going in remission, but we didn't really start with a baseline. And so I just kind of started to Google, like, what can we do to look at the cellular level? And honestly, I feel like InBody was ahead of its time, because the phase angle measurement is what really struck me. As I was looking at the different devices, I needed to make sure I could look at that cellular integrity, that cellular permeability, inflammation levels, and so it just felt like it was the best fit for us at that time. We started with the 770, and today we actually have the 970, which I can't even tell you how we are just all so obsessed with it. First and foremost, it's phase angle. I think cellular integrity is one of the most important things to be able to evaluate, to get that baseline and see where someone's permeability factors, is what I call it, are at the time. And then just to describe, like, phase angle is typically a marker that only goes down with age. And the reason I got the InBody is so I could show our clients where they started from, and then over the months and the years, that phase angle measurement getting better. Well, that's true age reversal at the cellular level. So that's definitely the most important to me. I also know that inflammation is the root of every diagnosis. You know, we're dealing with a lot of people right now that have autoimmune issues, different neurological diagnoses. Some of these neurological diagnoses have a prognosis of 2 to 5 years. And so when people come in, they're very scared, and we're looking at, okay, look, this is where you're starting from. Your body's the miracle. It can regenerate and heal. Let's get this information, and then we get them on the program. Extracellular water compared to the total body water is another measurement that I look at. That's systemic inflammation. As we start seeing that go down, the inflammation on a cellular level is going down. I also like to look at visceral fat. So visceral fat is a huge indicator of health. It's the unhealthy fat that surrounds our organs. And just with little minor lifestyle changes, we see the visceral fat affected pretty substantially. In fact, we have a detox program here that in 30 days, I've seen visceral fat drop as much as 30 centimeters squared. I'll give a couple examples in regards to what the InBody has done for our business, but also personally as a mom. So we've had the InBody, started, like I said, with the 770 and then moved to the 970 for probably about the last 6 years of our business. And my daughter, actually, who is 19 now, when she was 18 years old, she ate a rattlesnake. I'll just put it out there. And she ended up, all of her insides ended up hemorrhaging. So Western medicine didn't know what it was. She was in the hospital for a month. And when we got her out finally, the first thing I did was I wanted to get that baseline of where her cellular health was, to see like how much work we had to do, see where her inflammation was. And her phase angle was lower than I've ever seen. Even when people come in with a diagnosis like stage 4 cancer, hers was lower. It was a 2.6. We know that women usually average between a 4 and a 6, and I was brought to tears when I saw it, because honestly, I didn't even know someone could be alive at that low of a number. And I just tried not to give it too much energy, especially in front of her, and we just started to do what we know to do. Today, which is less than 8 months, I think she was around 6 months, she is 100%. Her phase angle is above 6, her inflammation levels are some of the lowest I've ever seen in a female, and she's super into her health now. I mean, putting muscle on. So that to me, as a mother, seeing that and then seeing what the body is capable of as far as regeneration was everything. Another example, we have memberships. So we have clients that come, 2 times a week, 3 times a week. And so when they first start on the membership, we start with that baseline. And then every 90 days, we kind of reevaluate. Well, I had a client that's been coming for 2 years, and she's like, oh, I don't need to do the InBody every 90 days, and kind of forgot about it. And then it was about 1.5 years, and I just went to her and I said, we really should look and see what's going on. I know you're feeling good, but sometimes just to see things in black and white, it's everything. And so we did it, and she was really nervous because she had been going through a lot of things, just got sick. Her phase angle from the time she started had gone up 0.6, which is significant. And to me, that truly is age reversal on a cellular level. Her inflammation had gone down. You should have seen how, first and foremost, relieved she was, but then excited. And it just kind of re-motivated her to make good decisions as far as lifestyle, keep doing the technologies because she sees that what it's doing for her health. So it's been an incredible tool to bring into our platform for our clients, and just to keep people engaged. It's such a huge motivator, I would say. Motivation. It really provides the motivation for people to keep going, to keep making good decisions, and reconfirms things. So either motivation or reconfirmation, those are definitely words that I think of when I think of InBody. My ultimate goal for Ascent is to keep growing, but more importantly, to stay on the leading edge. We always want to offer the technologies that have the studies and the efficacy behind them. Our team, I take great pride in the fact that every single person here is highly educated on everything. I think that's what sets us apart from a lot of other facilities, and just being heart-centered, really truly wanting to help people is where it's all at. Going forward, my heart is saying, sharing the knowledge that we've gained over the last 15 years. We're a distributor of every technology we have here, and just the education and the, help with the business model. That's really where my passion is. So yeah, we might open 1 or 2 more facilities over the United States, but when it comes down to it, I just love sharing what we've learned and watching people come in and being so terrified of the diagnosis that they've been given. And when their bodies start to respond and that starts to reverse, the happiness and relief they feel, it's everything. I actually have the best job in the entire world.